Man, it's really hot out.
Oh, God. I didn't know you were going to try to start this episode off like that.
Exactly.
It's fucking terrible.
Meaning it's pretty lit and there's a lot of fires going on.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy because we seen a crazy-ass fire on our way to Reading last week.
Oh, yeah, huh? The
fucking
truck burned down.
Yeah, the fucking diesel that burned down.
Burnt down and melted down, I should say. Better adjective.
And then we fucking just missed that shit. They said that, like, I think it's like a dozen people have died in that fire.
Already?
Yeah, which I actually think is less than, like, the first day of that Santa Rosa fire there was.
Yeah, there was a lot of people still stuck
But also
in the
not that
homes.
many people fucking live out there.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, you drive up there, it's a fucking ghost town the whole ride there.
Oh my gosh.
It's fucking miserable.
Dude, especially for going all the way to Reading.
Yeah, it's a fucking miserable drive.
Freaking ridiculous. And only to find out the manager had one, the item held
Fucking
in the
half
Davis
hour
store.
away.
An hour away, half an hour.
Yeah, half hour maybe.
If that. Depending on traffic.
No, yeah, but that's, the lady today, she's talking about it's chemtrails. Like, the government is the one that's, like, controlling us with these fires and shit.
Oh, God.
She's like, you guys should really read on it to understand what's going on. She's like, we need to go buy clean air. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, I respect it. There's clean air out in space.
Yeah, but who sells it that we can buy it?
Listen, this ain't a Mel Gibson.
You gonna open up your own clean air shop?
Yeah.
No, my bad. Mel Brooks movie,
Let me get
Canned
into
Air.
that business.
No.
That's a lucrative business in California.
Hey, trademarked. Get out.
No, come on, man. Let me get in that.
Nah.
Dude, all the pollution, that's
No.
lucrative.
Only one person. That's what makes it
Have
clean.
you ever seen the fucking skyline view of Los Angeles? During
And
the
how
day?
smoggy it is.
haze.
And it's like, it's seriously layered. It's like city, pollution, smog, and then like nice blue fucking sky.
Well, that's like when I walked out of my house. Like, I looked, I was like, okay, there's hills, there are hills. I know there's hills there, but I can't see it. And that scares me.
There's like an extra layer to that smoke above the L.A. areas.
Have you ever seen the picture I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, it's super hazy and like has
It's fucking like a
varying
yellowish
degrees
brown.
of visibility.
Yeah.
It's a yellowish brown from all the pollution from all the cars and shit. And then it's
Pollution,
just like,
cars, pot
and then it's
smoke.
like this layer stops, and it's like, oh, that's what the sky should look like.
It's so blue up here.
It's crazy how, like, industry and people affect stuff like that. Because you look out and you're like, oh my God. Like, you go out of the city, you're like, the sky's so much clearer, you know? And then during the nighttime, you go further out and you go, oh my God. I can't believe how many stars there are. And I can't believe, like, how we're moving. We're on a rock moving through space.
Exactly.
And you don't realize it till you go out into the boonies, and then you go, wow.
When you
Dude,
escape from all the light pollution from the
Fucking
city,
going to Mars, dude.
dude,
So,
you're
what
like
you
in
guys
a whole
talking about?
nother dimension when you go out into the country, maybe camp out for a few days. You're out underneath all those stars.
Oh, yeah,
It's a whole different
Yeah,
experience.
this is a fucking picture I'm talking about. Anyone listening,
But,
they
like-
can just Google fucking L.A. daytime skyline. All right, your fucking house is really blocking my shit.
Yeah, you have been forewarned. My house is a carrier blocker for mobile phones.
Yeah, but look at these two right here. Look at how fucking blue the sky is above all the pollution.
And it's a pretty damn nice looking city when it's all clear. It's like, it reminds me of New York and reminds me of San Fran on a really nice day. But it ain't that nice right now, I can tell you that. Especially with aside from the air being bad high up above, like all the, what is it, the catalytic converters, the stuff that gets put out like into the air that you're breathing in, like the brake dust from calipers is just like you walk out and you get like a layer of dust on your legs or your skin. You just want to shower the day off when you're out in public after the
I
day.
mean, you should just do that regularly.
Yeah, I would hope everybody does that regularly, but we ain't judging.
So the question is, did you get, like, a website from that lady?
She wasn't talking to me.
I don't care. That's when you go,
No,
whoa.
I was loading up a car of other shit.
Uh-huh.
And I just, while walking in and out, I just kept hearing, like, bits and pieces of the conversation. I was trying so hard not to laugh.
You
I
should've-
seriously wanted her to hit some Eddie Bravo shit. It's like, you fucking go to YouTube. This
just go to
fucking
YouTube.
documentary has like 8,000 views.
Gotta look into it.
You gotta you have to tell the cashier that she messed up and she should have got down a website. Because I wanted to look up. I want to see the website.
Also, this lady was 85 years old. She
But
doesn't know.
that means it's going to be like some trashy ass
She still uses AOL.com.
yeah, which means it's going to be a trashy website with
AOL doesn't exist anymore, but she still goes to AOL.com.
it's going to have one moving picture, but it's not going to load up all the way, so it's going to stop mid frame.
That lady still has a fucking turn dial phone. Like, she doesn't know what websites are.
She has a turn dial phone for her cell phone. That's
Then where's
all
she looking up
is.
where the chemtrails at?
I don't know.
See, this is the things we need to know, so that way we can look at it and go, wow.
Does this involve spontaneous combustion? Because it sounds like it.
No.
Damn it.
It was so cause you only hear about the conspiracy theory that obviously she doesn't think it's a conspiracy theory. She thinks it's fucking real. But I never actually heard someone talk about it and genuinely mean it before till today, and that shit was fucking hilarious. I seriously was sitting there trying not to laugh, and I kind of would feel. This is how I felt. I felt like Brendan Schaub whenever Eddie, Joe, and Brian are going off on the whole chemtrail thing, and Brendan's just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Well, yeah, I
I'm
don't
just
know.
here for the show.
I would want
What
to
is
talk to her
happening?
just because I would want to see. Because if she's that passionate on that thing, what else is she passionate about? Plus, I want to see where her conspiracy theory line was. I'd be like, so what about Bigfoot? What about aliens? What about, what about flat Earth?
Brain,
Where
would
does
you
she
just
draw the
stop?
line of no? That conspiracy.
She struck me
That's
as the type
too
of person
crazy.
that believed in Australia, so I don't know how much she'd believe in a flat Earth.
Hey, some flat earthers. There's different flat earthers. Okay, some believe that Australia exists. Some believe it doesn't.
I still remember seeing a
I
random
can't believe that's
clip,
actually still a thing.
a random clip from I don't know if it was Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon. They had a basketball player who believes in the flat Earth, and they fucking gave him a basketball that has the shape. It has the fucking Earth design, and they're like, couldn't find any flat ones, so I'll get you the real thing. It's fucking. People are fucking hilarious.
Well,
real.
I mean, I get it in a way. I get why people think, because it's I don't know. The only way I know
Because you don't think.
is because you've told me, right? So if I haven't experienced it for myself,
Come on, man.
how am I supposed to know that it's real? I'm being told by this government who hasn't been the most trustworthy. So yeah, some things I might be able to, disinfect, but when everyone's kind of nah, the earth is round, and everyone's like, no,
Look, I'm round. The Earth is round. We're all round.
I still like that picture of the skateboard to where it's a flat skateboard.
We all got gravity.
It said, if the earth is flat, if the earth is round, why isn't it shaped like this? And it had a flat skateboard and then a curved skateboard.
Hashtag Photoshop.
I was dying.
Dude, when you sent me that picture, the first thing I thought of was I used to have some nice ass fucking Nike P-Rod shoes. I was like, man, I miss those shoes.
What shoes? I mean, what picture?
The picture of the
Nike
skateboard.
B-Rod.
Oh, yeah,
It just
yeah.
reminded me of fucking Paul Rodriguez and Nike shoes. I
Uh-huh.
was like, I fucking miss those shoes. That's the only thought I had.
I had
It took me a second to process what you were sending in the picture because I was like, oh, skateboards. I haven't fucking missed those shoes.
man,
Taylor's.
I had some nice ass Ken Block high rise shoes. Those were nice. I miss those shoes.
Where they're DC brand, right?
Yeah, they were DC.
For some reason, DC brand shoes have the squishiest soles in them, and you would use them
Why
for
does that name sound
skateboarding and
Ken Block.
Ken Block.
Yeah.
He's a rally racer.
And he does
He
the,
drives-
he
one of
does
the drifting
the
videos,
gym
right?
Yeah.
the gymkhanas, yeah.
Okay, so he was probably in a bunch of episodes of Robin Big or one
Yeah,
of Rob
his
Dyrdek's shows.
his car's the number 43.
Is it the Monster logo and shit on it?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Monster,
okay.
and then
He's
again,
got that. He was the one who's got the 600 horsepower Ford Festia. Yeah, not. I was about to say Festiva, but it's an older model. But yeah, it's a Ford Fiesta that's got a crazy custom Euro spoiler on it and 600 freaking horsepower.
see,
that thing's
I'm
loud.
sitting there going, that's a lot, but I'm also like, but I want to drive it though.
It's a
See,
lot.
you're sitting there, and I'm just like, those all sound like big numbers. I
Yeah.
don't know shit about cars.
No,
Oh,
they
I'm
definitely
a
are
car
big numbers,
enthusiast. I
especially in
love
like
them.
a little Ford that has no weight to it at all. Like that's what's crazy is people like go for Challengers or Chargers. It's like, yeah, it has a bunch of horsepower, but there's hella weight to the car, so they're not as quick as they can be. So when you come out with like a little Ford Fiesta
Yeah.
and put 600 horsepower in it, that thing is gonna fly to the moon.
He's gonna go. He's gonna go fast.
That is crazy to me.
There's like so many like different things you could do with that with that much.
A car like
horsepower.
that would get me in trouble though. Like for real.
Oh, without a doubt,
I'd be
it would
like-
be so impractical on the street.
I'd be
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I was doing 100 in my car when we were going up to Reading.
well, you know, I'd be driving down the street going like 40. I'd be like, I'm really losing this car's potential right now. Like,
I'm wasting my life away right now.
this car right now is walking and it's bored. It needs to sprint.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly on this one.
It needs to boost up its cardio real quick.
Come on, man. You said the car's super thin.
His blood is oil.
Well, it gets tired really easily because it's only like walking everywhere.
Has no-
Why you sad today, car? Oh well, I'm a little low. That's all.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You don't have to apologize. I just can't believe that made me laugh.
I completely did not hear at all what he just said, so I'm at a loss.
It was a dad joke almost.
It was a bad dad joke, too. But it still made
So
me
it was
laugh.
just a dad joke, is what you're saying?
I guess, yeah.
But it was good.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
It just still fucking made me laugh.
So, have you had any other experiences in VR?
No. I was thinking, like, I don't want to leave it in my car the whole time.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it
you
makes
I
don't
want
sense.
to bring it. But
What
then
if
I
they
ended
would,
up taking my backpack
tweak
into work anyway.
Right.
No, the only thing I did was still, I'm telling you, I did the other parts of, like, fuck, what was it? Like, it was the fear of heights thing.
Yeah.
And one of them, you're fucking, like, walking across a fucking bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that, dude. Like, I know for 100% I'm
Your
in a
feet
chair.
are on the ground.
I'm
Yeah.
in a chair, my feet are on the ground.
You know what you should do? You should
What's to
lift
the
up
side
your
of me
feet.
is carpet.
You should lift your feet up.
Well, it's supposed to be walking.
But, I mean, when you lift your feet up, that way you can't feel the ground.
No, but it's fucking crazy. Like, I don't know how. You just become, like, immersed into it.
Yeah, because you're not focused on what's around you. You're focused on what you're watching. So all your senses are focused onto that.
I did try it without headphones. It's definitely not the same experience.
No, because you have outside senses, so your sense of disbelief is higher because you're like, oh, I'm in my room, da da da. But if you have your headphones in, your brain is now, I'm looking at something, I'm hearing it. That's enough to trigger that. Oh, I'm actually really high up right now, and I'm getting. It's vertigo, right? That's usually what people get when they go up really high is vertigo.
I think so. Vertical, high, yeah.
You know, so
You think that's how that works?
It's really, really high up, and I'm scared. I'm dizzy.
you know, that's why like VR is pretty interesting because you can actually.
It's fucking weird. I was also able to, like, because I was telling Nick this one day, like, they film sporting events in VR.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching clips from other games from this year, and you're, like, fucking courtside.
Yeah.
Does it have?
And to watch the game, you can't just sit there. You have to, like, look back and forth.
Yeah.
So it's like you're there watching a fucking game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's pretty crazy. And then in the last Joe Rogan podcast, he did, I don't know if you listened to it, with Andrew Santina.
No, I didn't listen.
They were
to
talking about VR. Apparently for the World Cup, they had, I don't know if they had them or they're planning on doing it for the next big event. They have, like, watch parties where you and your friends could, like, go into, like, the same, like, I don't know if it's app or website or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you guys are in the stands together watching the World Cup.
Right.
That's gonna be weird. There's gonna be like a section like at the World Cup where it's gonna be seats
Well, I don't
filled
even
with
think
360 cameras.
you don't even need like a section. You just need
No,
a camera.
It's just one camera.
Like that's all you
Everyone's
need.
getting the same
camera?
experience, but like if you look to like your side, you won't see fake people. You'll see your fucking
Your
friends.
buddies.
Yeah, that's how would you get everybody to line up, even though it's all on the same camera?
Well, from everyone's else perspective, I imagine they'd all have the same view.
Okay.
Like, say I'm sitting right here, and I look to my left, and to my right, I'd see you
Oh,
two.
they'd probably generate you into the
yeah,
area.
I feel like if you
Part of the program.
So-
like, in my view, if you're to my left, in your view, I'd probably be to your left, and you'd be in the middle.
Yeah.
And we're all looking at the same thing. Just when you're looking around, you see
Yeah, it's just your friends are now populated in this virtual reality.
See, that's where it's really gonna get. They're gonna get creative because you're gonna be sitting in the theater, and it's not gonna be like just regular human AIs. People are gonna pay for the ones to upgrade to where you can be a character sitting in the theater, and you're.
I want to check it out because there's fucking shit on Netflix that apparently isn't VR. You can
Netflix
watch-
VR. Are you
there's-
serious?
Yeah.
I'm
There's an
really
app you can
trying
download
to.
for Netflix VR. It was fucking.
That'd be an intense freaking movie if it's right in
It was
front of your
pretty cool, but if
face.
there's like more like sporting events,
You-
they were
oh.
talking about like it'd be sick if the UFC did something like that.
I want to see them do.
Well, again, I think
hard-
it's a really good business practice, right? Because what you can do is you can sell out the seat, you can sell out the stadium, right? But then what you can also do is get really good seats and just buy stuff in VR. So that way it's like you're actually there, but you're not there.
Well, I'm sure if like the UFC did it, it'd probably be like you have to pay for Fight Pass to unlock the option to watch it in
the
Yeah.
VR.
option in VR. The
And then,
highest
and then
capability.
honestly,
Which that'd be fucking badass.
it wouldn't even be like
Can you imagine
on
watching
a camera
fucking,
from the outside. You'd probably have like a camera on top of the cage looking down.
Yeah, they were talking about fucking put a bunch of cameras on the ref and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Putting
Having
the
a body
360, yeah, the body or 360 camera. They'll produce a movie where that 360 camera is mounted on the dude's head. So every interaction, it's like you're like, let's say you get injured, you're looking around and you're the person getting carried. You're looking up at the people, and
I wouldn't want that experience.
oh well, yeah,
I would just want it-
that would be like a wartime VR.
Like, can you
experience.
imagine like, so you know the camera dudes that are on like the sides
Yeah,
filming it? It'd be cool if you can have like their perspective. So like you go back and watch like you imagine being able to watch fucking Conor McGregor and Khabib like that,
oh my god,
as opposed to just on TV. That'd be fucking nuts.
it'd be extremely like the possibilities for like getting unnoticed angles and seeing stuff that wouldn't have been seen through a cage or from an aerial view would be much more present.
I didn't get to try any of the games yet because I didn't want to like. I just wanted to watch it to see what it was like. I did ride a fucking roller coaster. That was pretty trippy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if roller coasters make you uncomfortable, you definitely get the experience without actually having to be on it.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool, but it was still just like, oh, this is cool. But then I did like this fucking other roller coaster where it had like a bunch of like fucking bright lights and neon colors and shit. That one was fucking wild.
Oh my gosh. Have you
There's just
ever
so
met
much going
anyone
on.
that has been induced to or susceptible to seizures from flashing lights? I've never met anyone,
No,
but
but
there's been videos I've watched where like, am I going to have a seizure if I continue to watch this?
it reminds me when I was like, I don't know, 15 or 16. Me and my buddy, we went and stayed with his uncle in L.A. and we went to see the first Transformers movie.
Oh my
And
god.
within the first, I don't know if you remember the beginning of that movie, but it was fucking chaos.
Yes.
The first 10 minutes of that movie, my buddy, he had to leave the theater. He couldn't fucking handle what was going on. He was like feeling sick.
Oh my god.
So what you're saying-
pre-VR.
All the flashes.
What you're saying is your buddy locked out.
Huh?
He lucked out because he didn't have to watch the first Transformers movie.
He came back in.
Oh, no.
The first one I don't think was that bad. I said that
The
bad.
first one wasn't that bad.
See,
Compared to the rest,
I
yeah.
got to stand by that statement.
No.
Well, all
The
the
first one
movies
was
are
not
bad.
good. I think the best one is
I
the
just
third
feel
one.
so bad
Yeah, I
for
don't- I seen the
Shia
first two, and then I was like,
because
yeah,
of those
whatever.
movies. He got torn a new one by 4chan, which is
That's his fault for
Yeah.
reading 4chan.
Don't listen to the internet.
Yeah, it's
It will
That's-
make
I
you,
don't feel
it'll make
sorry
you
for
go
him.
crazy.
He fucking went on those forums and read that shit himself. That's his
He
fault.
did. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
and then he interacted.
Did you ever catch that? I think he sat in a theater for
He watched all his movies from
in
the
reverse
first
chrono.
one to the last.
No, the last one he did. So I
Yeah,
think
the
it was
reverse order.
reverse chronological. So it was like Fury, and then all the Transformers, and then
I think he's only in 2 of the Transformers movies, right?
He's in 3.
yeah. The third one he absolutely despised. Like you're watching him like the first days, and you can tell that he's watching the Transformers film because he's looking there and he has the most upset look on his face, and he's like really not even having it. I think he gets up and you can see him, and he goes and lays in the back of the theater to sleep through it, and then he gets back up, sits in the chair, and then when they brought the Malcolm in the Middle era, was he in Malcolm in the Middle? Even Steven. That one, he had just the biggest smile on his face. Like all his younger films, I think he enjoyed much more.
I still to this day really like the movie Holes.
Holes is so good.
That's a good movie.
It was fucking good. And then the only other movie I liked that he was in was, I don't know if you guys ever seen it, was Eagle Eye, I think it was what it was called.
Eagle Eye is
I
really
saw it.
underrated.
Like the government's like watching you and shit.
I wasn't a fan of that movie.
It was pretty cool.
It reminds me of the movie Seven, even though it's like not. What's in the box?
How does that remind you of Seven? Don't disrespect Seven like that.
No, I'm not disrespecting
Like-
it. It's just because like, yeah, just some sort of innocence. Like the other person's always ahead of him and like giving him the instructions, whereas like Seven, like the killer's ahead of him and
Right.
getting taken. That only in that sense. That's the only way I compared it.
Yeah, I could kind of see it. I see Seven like all the way up here.
Yeah,
and I
Seven
see
is
Eagle
brutal,
Eye
though.
like all the way down here.
I didn't say it was good. I just thought that's the only other movie of his that I like. But yeah, fucking.
You never saw Fury,
Oh, that one was.
or
good.
you didn't like Fury, I should say.
I don't know if I've seen it. Also, I never watched that movie Lawless that he's in with
one's-
Tom Hardy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. I've heard that one's okay.
I never watched it. It looked cool,
Pretty
and then I
brutal.
just never watched it. And I'm not really the one to go back and watch movies I missed.
Fury though, Fury's pretty crazy.
Well, Fury's a good has a good plot line on it, like really good structure for how they do it.
Like they kind of go into like some dark shit, like, and they kind of play it off, but you're like, holy shit, did Brad Pitt just say that? Because Brad Pitt is, they're taking over a town, and Brad Pitt and the main character who's new to this unit goes up, and in the house are 2 women, right? And Brad Pitt looks at him, and I forget why the girl goes into the room, but he goes, "Go on, go." And the guy's like, "No, I don't want to." And Brad Pitt looks at him and goes, "Hey, you better bed her down or I will." And you're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
That sounds pretty intense.
Yeah, no, you really like are not even expecting that, like
Yeah.
in that part of the film.
And don't get me wrong, the whole thing kind of shows a more real life portrayal of war. But it was like, you're not expecting Brad Pitt's character to go, "Hey, you better do it or else I'm going, or I'll go do it." And the guy's like, "Oh, well, okay, I guess I'll go do it."
That's crazy. I mean, like it was important for them to include it in the film, nonetheless, because like if you swap over the Vietnam War, they had people that would do that, and then it would just be like a suicide sort of thing. Like the soldiers would get tricked into it instead of actually going through with it,
Yeah.
which is freaky. Danger.
Yeah, to get back on the topic of VR though, I definitely will bring it this Sunday,
Ooh,
unless we
yes.
have to reschedule it again.
No, yeah, next Sunday would be fine.
But yeah, I'll definitely bring it, and you guys can check it out. That shit, I'll probably fuck with it some more on Wednesday since I'm just off and I
Yeah.
don't feel like doing shit Wednesday.
You should find a bunch of other stuff that you haven't tried yet on it.
Now, someone,
You know what you
someone
should
felt
do?
the need to point out to me yesterday that was my 6th day straight at work,
Oh my
knowing
god.
I had 2 more days.
No.
So tomorrow will be my 8th day at work. So on Wednesday I don't want to do shit.
So
I
I mean, unless we
Don't
go
doubt
to
you.
a fucking casino, then I'm down for that.
here's a suggestion for VR. Do like something underwater, but stick your feet like in the tub in water.
But I have
It's
to
a little
like
too
put like
real.
little fucking like rubber duckies and shit. So like if something like floating by my foot, it
Oh
hits
my
it.
god, that would be crazy. You're all like, here comes the shark. Oh, it touched my foot.
Dude, speaking of fucking sharks, I don't know if it's still going on because I think Shark Week is like a month now. But did you see that fucking
That 30-foot great white shark?
What? No, I wasn't talking about that.
Huh? No, do you
What's
mean
it-
a 30-foot great white
No,
shark?
I don't think it was. It might have been 20. I might have been. But it was like the biggest great white they've ever seen.
Dear Lord,
Continue
dude.
to what you were saying. I'll look it up.
You
That
know
fucking
for a
gives me-
fact that there's totally a megalodon somewhere. There's gotta be.
No, I was thinking because talking about Shark Week, it'd be cool to do
dinosaurs,
VR
yo.
to be in like one of those fucking cages that drop down. You're like in the water and shit.
Oh no.
But okay, so Shaq was hosting some shit in Shark Week,
yeah.
and he put in one of those cages, and the fucking shark got into the cage.
What?
Yeah, I didn't watch any of the videos.
Was it? He was in an actual cage.
You
or
know
this
those
all
fucking
VR.
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 No. This was actual cage.
Oh.
I'm not talking about VR for this. I'm saying it'd be cool to have that. I'm pretty sure it's on there.
Yeah.
Like the experience
absolutely.
in VR to like. Obviously, you will know that you're not underwater, but it'd still be cool to like look around, be in the ocean and shit.
Yeah.
But no, you know those fucking tank or the cages that they put divers in that want to like fucking swim with the sharks, but you're not. You're just in a cage.
Oh my gosh! I think my older
A fucking shark got in that cage with Shaq.
No! Did Shaq beat him up? Showed the shark.
Well, I think it got
boss?
like part way in, and then they lifted it up and got him out.
I mean,
I bet he was like, I'm not going
that shark
back
was
in the
just
water.
helping him out. He was like, "Oh no, you're stuck in a cage. Let me free you."
He was trying to.
Well,
go,
he probably
like,
thought Shaq was like a fucking killer whale or something.
Shaq was
Fucking
going.
big ass dude. Just. I bet you had to make a custom made cage for Shaq to get in.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Speaking of like custom stuff for Shaq, it's
Dude.
hilarious in car commercials where it's like a small little car, and he walks up to the car, opens up the door, and it cuts, and he's just sitting in it. And you know damn well it took him like 10 minutes to get in that position.
He's in the back seat.
No, yeah, they totally took out the front seat. He's just sitting in the back.
Yeah, when they were doing like
The Shaq was going for that underwater
he
free
was
throw,
in, like,
and
a Pimp My Ride, but there's something about
Shark was on
rides.
the block.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, I definitely just, like, tipped the iceberg with the VR thing. Like I said, I just went on, like, the suggested, like, first app things. There's, like, a Jurassic Park thing, which dinosaurs aren't even real. Or, well, I wouldn't say they're not real. They're not alive.
Mm-hmm.
So that VR experience would probably just be whatever. But I'm sure there's some cool shit where you're just like,
Oh yeah.
fucking, this is crazy.
You want to have some like they're gonna make those suits that have the impulse vibrations on the outside.
That, I don't know how I'd feel
That's
about
gonna be
that.
a little
I'm
weird.
fucking terrified.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What if they make them like too intense and like you buy it and then it like actually shorts instead of like a vibration impulse? It's like it actually shocks your ass. You're like, get this thing off.
I don't think, yeah, I'm not with that.
Dude,
What if it
dude.
fucking shocks someone and they go into like a fucking heart attack or something?
But like it would make those
fucking
underwater scenes so much more realistic because like there's like there'd be
You
a
get fucking
temp
stung by a
control.
fucking stingray.
Oh, dude, Steve Irwin, no.
I'm just trying to think of other ideas I can search for in the VR now. 'Cause I hadn't really given it
I
much
want to
thought.
try one of them racing games for VR. You think I would think I would get motion sickness the most off of one of those things?
Probably because like, telling you that fucking, it was like fucking Tron status looking roller coaster thing. That shit was like, I'm glad I didn't get high and do it. That'd have been fucking. That'd have been terrifying.
You're leaning back in the chair and just
Like I still want to get high and like go in the VR, but like that shit would have been like, I definitely needed a few test runs before I jump into that shit high.
Oh no.
So, the shark, it's not the largest great white shark. It's the largest one ever filmed, and it was 20 feet. 20 feet long.
I honestly forgot you were still talking about that.
What area was it in?
Probably
that's
somewhere in
Probably somewhere in the
Australia.
Pacific,
Dude, yeah, I would imagine it's either
because
in
there
the
aren't
Pacific.
sharks in the Atlantic, right, or the Indian Ocean. Aren't they just in the Pacific?
I'm
No,
not
they-
sure.
They like the water temperatures.
They're like a warmer, so Pacific.
Yeah, they're more Pacific region, but you'll see them down in Australia.
Well, yeah,
For
because
sure.
the one part of Australia is in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
The northern part, I think, is part of like it's all Indian Ocean, but the rest of it's Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
Or it might all be Pacific, and I'm just
Well-
stupid. Well, I am stupid, but
Footage near Guadalupe Island off the west coast of Mexico's Baja California Peninsula.
Of course,
Pacific
Baja.
Ocean.
Yeah, so it's
West Coast.
Don't go
Pretty
in the
close.
water.
But I guess one of the biggest great whites
Oh, dog.
is like 37 feet long.
Right? Fucking get him, dog.
That is huge
dog's on the
for a
attack.
shark.
If
Or
you
it's
can hear
probably
the dog in the
normal, and
background.
then when they get that big, they're just chilling and shit, hanging out with Nemo and all them.
Nah, they don't care about Nemo.
They're like, Bruce, where are you, Bruce? Yeah, we're looking for the escape. It sounds like the
You know
word
what'd be-
escape.
You know what'd be fucked up?
What?
If there's like a VR experience where you're like in the middle of like all the fires that are going on.
Oh my god.
I'm sure they're.
And then you
eventually
gotta
they
have
will
like
be.
some heat fans blowing on you, and you're like, oh, I gotta get out.
That.
So have you? So
Just sit in a sauna with the VR.
this is how crazy this world is. Did you see the travel documentary on Netflix to where the guy goes to the worst places to go?
I've heard about it, but I was like, I want to watch that.
So he goes to like war zones,
Goes
and
to,
these
like-
are like travel tourist destinations that people can go to.
And he goes to like Chicago,
Which guy?
Compton.
It's somebody in
What?
It's
For real?
somebody.
The hood.
Again, it's like a Netflix documentary, and he goes to like these different things that most people don't want to go to, but people for whatever reason want to travel to. So I could totally see a VR to where it's like, oh, a natural disaster is going on. Oh, okay, let me go to VR and experience it for myself. Like,
Fuck that.
There's
That
gonna be
right
enough cameras
there
in the world so you can't experience that.
shows you how messed up people can be.
I need the fucking VR thing from the Duke Dumont. I want that.
That
Not the full fucking
Yeah, I
weird
want
helmet and shit,
headpiece.
but just like I want to be at that party.
That party does look pretty cool.
Ask me what I did with my life.
I'll spend it on you.
I don't even want to be at the party. I just want to sit at the beach.
Yeah, it'd be cool to sit like the beaches we have here are pretty cool, but like I want to go to like a nice white sand beach. That's like that.
And see like through the water.
Yeah.
Like that would
And
be
then I turn
hella
around,
cool.
there's a bunch of hot chicks just dancing.
I'd be like, go on. I'm gonna experience some water. I'm gonna go swimming.
I'm gonna go hang out with the sharks.
No, I just hot women are everywhere. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
No, it's not.
Sure it is.
Eaten by a shark.
That beach
How
will
many
always be
times?
there.
How many times have you been on a white sandy beach?
Never.
Exactly. How many times have you seen a hot girl? Multiple.
Like 7 today.
So boom, there you go.
Trying to get that tan on, bro.
Well, I mean, they weren't tanning in the fucking store, but
That's
I get what you're saying.
Would you ever buy one of them? Like if you were just a homebody, would you ever buy like a UV light? You hook it up to your desk light and just sit in front of it for an hour or two.
No, because I think if I
I
was
don't think I have that problem.
I think if I was a homebody, I wouldn't want to go outside. So why would I need to be tan?
It'd be
Like that would be the thing I would least
but
worry
that-
about.
You gotta get your daily dose of
yeah.
vitamin D.
If I'm chilling inside, I'm not gonna be concerned about how I look.
Like that episode of SpongeBob, he
I'm just-
definitely wasn't shining UV lights on him.
I'm just trying to.
He
go
definitely had like a
paler,
penny
bro.
and a chip, and like a used napkin, which was hella gross.
I appreciate it when my skin tone is the color of a bleached napkin.
I always felt real bad when people got real bad fake tans, just
Real
because
bad. They're
Ew.
orange.
Or
They
white.
look like that orange bomber jacket you're talking about.
They'd be white one day, and it would be like December, and they'd come back orange, and I'm like, "Ooh, you need to get a refund."
They'd come back orange with like this like fucking like
did you change
bleach
your?
blonde hair.
Yeah, I'm just like,
He's orange. Did you change your middle name to Citrus?
I'm like, look, you gotta ease into it. Do
God
something.
damn it, Nick! Your fucking dad jokes.
so good though.
No,
I just had to.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
you could have controlled yourself.
I couldn't.
We all would have been better off for it.
I'm sick of you
Yeah,
trying to
where-
derail this podcast, Nick.
Dude, where you see like orange like faces, you see a lot of like highlights and hair gel too.
To be fair, we already derailed the podcast stuff.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
This
Tell
is
them you're
true.
fucking busy.
will you relax and stop worrying what's going on with my phone right now?
It keeps going off. It's bothering me.
Jealous?
Because it's not mine.
Multiple
Just
phones
because
in the
nothing's
room.
going on Twitter right now.
Yeah, there probably is. I just don't want to read it.
The highlight of the day.
Save it for when I'm taking a shit, and then I'll go through the Twitter feed.
I respect it.
Dude, yesterday, fucking legs fell asleep when I was taking a shit.
Dude,
I was sitting there too
no. Did you like stand up and you're like, you fell back down?
I thought I was gonna die. I was like, well, this is how I die.
They're not
Sat
working.
on the toilet for too long.
Like, you just try to stand up, but it's nothing but pins and needles. Like, this is not a good situation. Man, oh man. Right when you're like at your weakest moment.
When I'm most vulnerable.
Vulnerable, that's what I was looking for.
With your pants down at your ankles.
Trip falls, snap my neck. Someone comes to you, what happens?
You're like,
it's just my ass. Just fucking dead.
you're like, oh no, please have clean drawers. Please have clean underwear on.
If I'm dead, I don't care.
He's in shock. Could lift his legs a little bit. Oh God!
I don't know if you can embarrass me when I'm dead, so.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, probably.
Plus, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about your family. Like, they're like,
Thanks for being worried about my family.
they're like, oh my god, he's got shit stains.
How would you tell someone?
Now we
over
have
the
to
phone?
change him.
You gotta call like your parents. We gotta call your parents and like, how would we tell your parents?
I mean, I
Like,
wouldn't tell his parents
Antonio's-
anything 'cause it's at his house.
Just be like, he died doing what he loves.
He
He went out like he lived, with his ass in the air. And his pants around his ankles.
he never
He went out
never
the way
tired of
he likes
fiber.
to live his life, face down, ass up.
Those
It's a whole new meaning to the face down.
those late night pole dancing classes actually paid off.
How'd you know I was taking pole dancing classes? Is he stalking me?
I mean, hey, you do what you want.
Dude, so are we gonna fucking go to Reno on the 24th? Like, what's going on here?
I think I would be down. It's on August 24th.
Yeah.
End of August. I think I could do that.
Yeah,
It's-
that's usually
it's
when the 24th
well enough
comes.
to be. It's far out enough.
That's how numbers work, Nick.
24.
That'd be crazy if 24th
It's even,
was
so
like
it's okay.
the third day of the
It's
month.
like, today's the 2nd, tomorrow's the 24th, and the 3rd.
No, that's an
Dude,
odd
I got
day,
so excited when I passed by that billboard, though. I
Me
was
and
like,
you-
dude, fucking Chris D'Elia, we'll go see him.
Which picture did they use? Was just a.
It was him
one
and a
that-
baby.
It's the
Him and
his cult picture. You know how he said he started a cult?
Oh, that's right. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's him holding the baby.
Oh God.
And I was like, dude, like I know we talk about seeing Tom Segura, but Chris
Well,
D'Elia.
No, because on Saturday we were like, yeah, Tom Segura would be hella fun, but seeing Chris D'Elia would be awesome.
That's too.
And then
We were
the
just
next,
talking about that.
And then the next day I was driving to work, and I
And then
went,
the fateful billboard.
and I pulled up my phone so quick, and I went, I gotta see where he's at. And it was like, yeah, it's in Nevada. I was like, that's probably, they wouldn't do that. Like, it might be a couple hours
I'd be
out
down
of the way.
for that drive. It's only 3 hours.
To Reno?
Yeah, no, 2.5.
I never been, so I didn't know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
2
Reno's
hours
not
45
that far
minutes.
away. Or
Oh, I legit didn't know.
yeah.
You down?
I don't know. To
I'd be
me, I
down.
still have like to me in my head, Tahoe is like a fucking day trip.
You know, you could
Because
do
you drive hella slow.
the
Anyways.
Reno. Yeah,
I've never made those drives. I wish it was always like
you just got to be worried.
we're
about
gonna go to Tahoe, so I'm like on backseat next thing I know,
I mean-
headphones, sleep, wake up. I don't know how long I've been asleep for. It's like, we're still not there yet.
It's the middle of summer, so we wouldn't be worrying about any like dry ice. It would be the easiest drive ever. Just we'd
Also,
have to go through
there
that
would be
pass.
Some legit casinos we could play at.
We could leave in the morning, get there midday, visit any casino we wanted to, and then go to the show in the evening. It would be legit. But
And then probably just
Reno's
stay there.
underrated.
Hey,
you don't want to.
I'd probably just want to stay the night.
Yeah,
there,
I'd
too,
want to
just
stay
like
the night
nice
there.
Yeah?
I wouldn't want to like come back that night.
That'd be too much. Yeah, a little bit.
Especially
too much.
if we
Make it
like
a-
drive there, because then that's an early morning rise. You're tired when you get there. We're gonna be up on our feet all day, and then we're gonna sit through a comedy show, and then after that, you want to go on a drive back home.
Nah.
I'm cool.
Nah.
You can drive. You want to do all that?
Oh, I'm all good.
I'll just sleep, wake back up, and be like, oh, let me go gamble a
Hey,
little
I
bit,
ain't
and then
about that
leave.
noise. I wouldn't mind
Yeah,
finding a hotel
I'd be
to
consider doing that. I'd consider
throw
doing
it down
depending
on.
on how much the tickets are.
Just don't touch the curtains at the hotel. They never changed those.
So
Dude.
means, hey, that just means if I rub up against it, the next person's gonna be rubbing up on me.
Yeah, I rubbed up against it and I made history. It'll be there forever.
Yeah, I might have to see how much the tickets are for that show.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. Chris D'Elia kills, dude. He just slays. Like,
I wonder if it would be the same. I wonder if it'd be the Man on Fire stand up.
Oh, I'd imagine he's
new
already
one?
working on new shit.
mm-hmm.
That's what most comedians say after they do a special.
Yeah.
The new shit.
I've noticed that, like, the people that have, that's a lot of material to, like, start over, but they're just so good at their craft that they are able to have that much of
Well, also
back
one thing
knowledge
too,
to build more.
With D'Elia, he's really good at crowd work. I don't know if you've ever seen him do crowd work on like videos on YouTube and shit.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
he's always
the
getting
Laugh
new
Factory.
material.
Laugh Factory is huge for that, but maybe it's different now. But
Yeah, he's
the
always
Laugh
getting new
Factory crowd
material.
work is perfect.
Also, I'm sure though he's probably got tons of material. Just it's like music artists,
The stuff
and
that you never filmed.
comedians. Like there's just stuff that just didn't work for this stand-up special, so he's gonna put it in his next one. Like a lot of artists, they go, well, this song doesn't fit with the album, but it's a really good song, so we'll save it for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
So
too, with Man on Fire was already like a year ago.
yeah,
Yeah, it's already flew past. I think when I had watched it, it was 6 months out after it had been released.
so,
I'd be
which
down
is
to look
quite a
into
bit.
that if I can go to Reno for the day. Come back the next day. I didn't know this was that close. Like I said, those trips until I actually do them myself, I don't know how close or far they are.
yeah, it's not
went-
like it's a lot closer than Vegas.
Well, I've never been to Reno, so I definitely don't know that drive.
Reno's popping.
And I've
during
only
New
ridden
Year's.
in the car to Tahoe.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
that-
Tahoe's
Like I said,
way
to
closer.
me, I don't
too.
know how that drive is.
It's not a bad drive. A lot of the times you just gotta be patient because sometimes you'll just get behind somebody and you just gotta cruise. Like if you get behind somebody, just cruise. Because if you get
Especially when you're going up the pass, that's when you gotta just cruise.
like if you get
'cause
pissed off, you're gonna be pissed off the whole way up there because you're gonna always run into somebody who's just cruising.
you'll
I
go
definitely probably
from.
wouldn't want to drive to Reno.
I wouldn't
Is
mind.
he not like just driving around other people or just traffic? Or
Oh, I don't care. I just
yeah.
wouldn't want to do the drive.
yeah. But like
I mean, I just fucking drove a fucking 5-hour trip like last Thursday.
that was
And got nothing out of it.
Exactly. Well, didn't you write down your
me and Kyle
mileage?
bond. Never mind.
Exactly.
Me and
We
Kyle
got the
bonded.
experience.
There you go, dude. Yeah, it was
We're finishing.
bonding.
We're saying shit at the exact same time. It was very uncomfortable.
finishing the
At
sentences.
the exact same length and the exact same tone. That's what was the most crazy
Queuing
thing
off
about
like
it is that we
doctor.
both said it to a point to where I didn't think you said anything. Like usually at that time you go, "Oh, jinx!" Like we both said something. No, that was like, did he say something or am I just hearing things? Like I for sure wasn't sure until you said something.
Reno is pretty underrated. You just got to go during like the times of the years that they have like really cool events, like Hot August Nights.
Like August 24th when Chris leaves.
Yeah, that's actually, you know what? That would be so crazy if that event is going on at the same time as Delia's
You said
event.
Hot August nights.
Hot August in on it. Like they do it for a full week.
I heard about Reno. I didn't realize it was like a mini version of Vegas. I know that they had like their own strip and shit. I didn't know that.
I went there for New Year's, and one of my buddies got hit in the face by firework debris because they were launching it off the roofs of the fireworks right above us. So you had to look directly above you, and every
Hot August
surrounding
nights
casino.
literally starts this Friday.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's at the beginning of August. All right, they switch it. It's different times of the year, but for a full week in Reno during that event, like they have cruise nights, to where they
Yeah, it had,
everybody
like, a
can
list
take
of
all
the
their
events.
classic cars and cruise the
Yeah.
downtown streets. Anybody can participate, and they'll have bike night, they'll have classic night, and different schedules for the week.
See, I think that would be cool, but I also think going when there's nothing going on would also be cool because then you get to see a whole different part of the city, and you get, different interactions with people.
Absolutely.
Because when it's
yeah,
crowded,
there's some interesting people at Reno. Think of Vegas, and you got a little Vegas in Reno.
yeah. So,
You get like a melting pot of people.
because I'm sure there's like a bunch of places to like hike around and hella scenery to see. So that would be also kind of cool to go
Without
out
a doubt.
and
We're
Also,
yeah,
get
we're
some
right
real
next to
gambling
we're right next to Tahoe. We could go through Tahoe on the way back, because that's like one of the routes you could take.
Yeah.
You could
Well, yeah,
check out.
Tahoe's right on the California-Nevada border, like legitimately.
It'd be
Yeah, it's
really
crazy
cool.
how like you cross one little line, the laws completely change.
Yeah, yeah, it's totally different. It's so
It's
bizarre.
like I'm
and
just gonna stand in
different.
California and shoot somebody in Nevada.
What
Get off
has,
my prop.
what has
my property.
the lesser of the lesser of the sentences? I'm
Or
actually trying to
whatever.
pull up to see what the prices are right now.
I'm sure
Good idea.
they're probably over $50.
I'm wondering how it compares to Tom's. Tom's was $38, and
But it was
orchestra seating.
Yeah, it was like nosebleed.
he added
section.
a second show to that Sacramento one.
You did? Oh, it must have been. It must have sold out then.
It sold out, so they added a second one. Oh, this is the
Nice.
same type of seating.
Yeah, but the
Upper-
best one.
Upper in the center is 52.
Oh, yep, that's Chris D'Elia. That's his name.
Well, it's also your.
Your service fee.
Oh,
you
shit.
know what? There's
Well,
a
you're
percentage.
also in Reno, so
Shit,
the
hold on.
prices are going to be higher.
There's a, it's called Orchestra Center, which is in the middle of the fucking thing.
Mhm.
Uh huh.
Row A, which I imagine would be front row seats for $75.
Oh wow, that would be that. You'd get a chance to get picked on by him probably, which would be
Yeah, they go
freaking
home fucking
awesome.
Feeling all sad.
No, you
No,
just
no.
I would go with it. I would, dude. Like you're there to enjoy comedy. You got to be open-minded
Yeah, like, that's
and
why- so it's-
like able to be messed with.
So it's Orchestra Center Row A. I'd imagine Row A would be,
Up front.
yeah,
Yeah.
$75. That's not bad.
No.
So Row H in the center is from 78, so you're getting further back.
Yeah, but you're still in the center.
C is 84. Okay, so
That's pretty sweet.
I don't know, because as they go,
Unless the
They go
starting
up and-
row is A, and then it goes B, C, D.
yeah, I don't know how that works.
Theater sitting
Because
is,
Row N is 93.
Yeah, it probably starts with A.
I can
and then-
appreciate the fact that our interests in theater shows are becoming more prominent again. I feel like a lot of people are going to see live events more instead of just a pre-recorded thing. But it
Well, yeah, it
varies.
might
It
be
varies
that
like on
way.
the quality of the content being put it out, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
But highly, I only say that it's because comedians like this in a theater setting normally.
yeah. Again, it just depends on your experience.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your experience is, that's going to dictate whether or not you want to go relive that experience over again. So,
Nice. What's your most quotable movie?
No,
Meaning
A.
one you've seen a stupid amount of times. Let me put it that way. You've seen
Movie?
it, but it's a one that you've seen so many times, but you know that you could pick it up and rewatch it. Kind of like Tom Segura's disgraceful comedy stand-up. Kind of like that.
Movie
Like you
for me,
can
Pulp Fiction, easy.
Pulp Fiction. That's a good
Anyway,
one.
so
See,
no.
that's a hella good one.
Row 1, the first, because it even shows it, like I clicked it and it says A to Q going back.
Uh huh.
The front row is legit, like, the cheapest.
Oh my goodness. Maybe it's. I mean, every theater you're gonna.
I guess maybe because you're kind of like this.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
looking
You're all
up.
like mashed in. Like, yeah, we're all here. Let's everybody get cozy.
Yeah, 'cause if you go
like
to,
baseball
if you go to
stadium
row-
seating.
If you go to row K, which I guess would it'd be in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
that's $87.
Dang.
But $75, that's not bad. Like you're paying for being in Reno too.
yeah, that's the thing.
Location.
You're not paying to do stand-up.
I went
in
to
Calusa.
this
Yeah, because
event.
so the front row in the upper level is 77, and then there's also 52.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we were gonna actually consider going, I'd just pay the 75. I'd sit front row.
Oh,
Right.
without a doubt.
If that
like-
was a
'cause
trip
when's
we
the last-
decided to do.
I mean, he's young, but when's the last time he's gonna be in town or be
Oh, that's
near?
okay. the only options are 4 tickets or 2 tickets.
Oh, rude.
You're either bringing
We need
4
to
people
find
or
another.
you're going by yourself. You take your own ass to the show.
Well, maybe because they don't want to sell, because that's all available.
Limit one
So-
per household.
Row B, those are $98, 94. But you can buy 3 of those.
I'm trying to answer your question, Nick, and I can't. What about you? How about this?
I was gonna say Damon Wayans, Major Pain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you definitely close the shit out of that.
Yeah,
Quote it
definitely.
all the damn time. I love that movie. He did such a good job.
I used to quote the shit out of Undercover Brother.
That's a
Okay.
good one. That's a really good.
That movie's so gross with the mayonnaise scene.
It's
Goddamn.
fucking hilarious.
He's like goddamn duck
Dude.
shoes.
It's hilarious to you. It brings back brutal memories for me. Because I've legitimately had that much mayonnaise given to me on a sandwich.
Oh,
Have I
yeah,
ever-
if you get like a chicken sandwich from McDonald's.
No, worse. Because you actually have like
Ooh.
chicken. Have I ever told you the story when I went over to my buddy's house and
you found
his
a
grandma
chicken?
made me a sandwich?
You found a live chicken in the sandwich?
So no. So
You're done talking for three seconds.
Okay.
I haven't been a fan of mayonnaise
You
ever.
can talk again.
Okay.
Right?
What about that avocado mayo though?
So my buddy brings out 2 sandwiches. And I go, what is it? And he goes, it's a bologna and mayonnaise sandwich. It's like, okay, cool. I'll like have a bite. I took a bite. There was 1 slice of bologna and each slice of bread was smothered in mayonnaise. I could barely taste the bread.
God.
There was so much.
I love mayonnaise. Now I can't eat that shit.
I can eat it if I don't know what's in it.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Like, so I used to go to Denny's, right? And I would get the grand sandwich, and they put mayonnaise on it, but you can't taste it, so I don't mind it being in there.
Okay, I thought you said you can eat it as long as you don't know what's in it. Like what's in the mayonnaise. And
Oh, no. I meant,
I was like, what?
I can, sorry.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I can eat it as long as I don't taste the mayonnaise in what I'm eating.
Mm-hmm. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
the only thing like I for sure need mayonnaise in. I don't even like tomatoes unless it's in like fucking salsa and shit. But like if I get a sourdough jack and tomatoes in that bitch.
Dude,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sounds hella good. Do
That's
you guys like artichokes or artichoke hearts? No.
No.
Oh,
Never really
that's
had
what I would use the mayonnaise for. Occasionally, I would always use it for tuna sandwiches, but
Oh yeah, definitely when I'm eating tuna.
definitely for tuna. But
I just eat
I
tuna.
would eat avocado
just, like,
leaves and
dry?
hearts.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I would dip
How is
the.
that weird?
I don't.
You take
Just-
the avocado
because-
hearts and leaves and dip them in the mayonnaise, and it's not that bad. But I stopped using that. It hasn't been a while.
I think that's what made me stop liking it.
I eat just
Mayonnaise
eat
and
straight.
artichoke.
Oh yeah, I just eat the artichokes after I steam them. Yeah, they're way better when you cook them right.
Yeah,
And
I'll just,
with no mayonnaise.
yeah,
it
I'll
kind
just
of
open
ruins
up
the
a can of
natural
tuna.
flavor.
I maybe put like some crushed red peppers on it, and I'll just nom, eat that shit.
Spice it up.
That's weird.
Some crushed red peppers and mayonnaise.
No,
No, he
crushed
doesn't
red
use
pepper and
mayonnaise.
tuna. Like, I just
Oh.
eat tuna straight out the can. I don't put mayonnaise or anything in it.
You don't eat it with the juice, do
Some
you?
fucking
you drain the
savage.
juice out.
No, I drain the juice out,
Okay.
but I'll
Like
like
a fucking madman.
What a. Sa-
I'm uninvited or invited.
I don't know. I don't even know if we're planning on going or not.
It's hilarious to me how like mind blowing that is to you that I just don't use mayonnaise with my tuna.
It's just
But I realize
wait,
that's how you've always
you,
had your tuna.
you use any
Also, it's
pepper or
fucking-
lemon?
I just said sometimes I'll put like crushed red pepper.
Oh.
Again,
okay.
if I don't feel like just
but
eating.
yeah, like I might add crushed red pepper to my tuna and
I always
mayonnaise
gotta
from
use
now on,
lemon.
'cause that sounds amazing. Like just eat it dry. I don't know what I can do.
Yeah, again, I just sometimes I'll sometimes I'll put something in it, and sometimes I'm like, nah, I don't feel like having anything. I just eat the tuna by itself.
Also, I feel like I blanked out somewhere when I was looking up tickets. How the fuck did we get on this conversation?
Don't question
About
why.
mayonnaise and tuna
No, first
and
we were
quoting movies. 'Cause
Yeah,
I,
Well,
I
it's
brought up
'cause
about
under-
what's the
Undercover
most
Brother.
yeah, I brought up
quotable
Undercover
favorite
Brother.
movie.
Yeah.
So,
So
like, how did we get to that part of the
You
show?
because Undercover Brother, he brought up the mayonnaise in the movie.
No, he did. But
Yes.
what I'm saying is, how did we get to the part where we're talking about movies? Like, how did that conversation?
While
he
you
brought
were
it-
while
Nick
you were
brought it
looking
up.
up Chris D'Elia, I asked Kyle what's the most
Because I
quotable.
definitely like spaced out, and then you're like horrible movies, and I was like, all right, maybe we said something that we're talking about movies. I don't fucking know.
It was hidden within a tuna. One that you can pick, like one that you've watched a countless amount of times, but you know you look at it and you could pick up and like, oh hell yeah, I could watch that right now, even though you've seen it a bunch because you like it that much.
I want to say like, I don't know, for
It's
whatever reason,
tough.
my mind just jumps to like Lion King or like The
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Like it
Okay.
jumps to those.
Yeah, those are
Um,
But
some gems, dude.
Nightmare Before Christmas, I don't think it's a quotable movie. It's just really good.
Yeah.
well,
Like, other than
I'm thinking
singing
about
the
the
song in
songs.
the beginning.
This is Halloween.
I'm talking about like all the songs are
That
really
one
quotable.
is extremely quotable.
Um,
Nightmare for Christmas.
Yeah, Lion King definitely.
Simba, no.
Mufasa.
Simba's a little bitch. Like,
Simba.
he got what he asked for and then cried about it. And then moved up in the world. He's like, oh no, my life's so terrible. Let me run away. Oh, hey, let me hang out with two bros in this magical, like, rainforest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
Hakuna Matata, let's eat some bugs.
Come on. Hey, I'm going to sing a song about how I just want to be king. And then my dad dies, and I'm like, oh no, I'm so sad. Motherfucker, you just said you can't wait to
You
be king.
king now.
That's what happens when your dad dies. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I think my movie would
M.
definitely
Night
be Pulp Fiction.
Shyamalan twist.
No, it wasn't a twist. We all knew it was happening.
No, yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're right.
Um,
Yeah, I'm actually excited for that movie coming out.
Which one?
The one where it ties Unbreakable,
that looks
Split.
pretty good. Yeah.
and now they're finally doing Mr. Glass's story.
So
They're finally doing.
You were talking about
yeah.
Oh, nice.
So it's not really tying up Mr. Glass. It's just
He explained a lot about him in the first movie,
Yeah.
right?
because you
I need
kind
to
of got an
rewatch that.
insight of Bruce Willis's character and Mr. Glass, Samuel L. Jackson's character, and then Split came up, and you didn't realize Split was involved with the movie until the end. Now it looks pretty cool because you're kind of seeing a different take. You're seeing, well, they're kind of going about your superheroes, or is this just a mental disorder that you think you're superheroes? You know, and then it's definitely going to be, since Glass can't fight because his bones are so brittle, it's going to be I'm the intellect, and the Beast is going to be your physical opponent. So Bruce Willis is going to have to fight on two fronts.
Yeah, Bruce. I feel like Bruce Willis is gonna either get help from the Beast or have to fight him at some point. No.
He's definitely going to be fight the Beast.
Okay,
Because,
I can see that coming.
I mean, from the trailer,
It just seems like
he looks at him and goes, I hope the Beast likes you for your sake.
Oh,
And you're like, oh. Oh, no.
so he could easily be the bad guy again, in this film.
Beast and Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Whoever the actor, whoever plays the Beast, he
Yeah.
could be. I wouldn't think they would introduce. There could possibly be some other person maybe that they could introduce, but it makes the most sense, and the biggest twist would be that he still remains the villain, and
Oh, yeah. Him and Glass are going to team up. That's what's
Okay.
going to
would you think that he's evil? Actually, Glass. Would
Yeah.
you say that he is? Yeah.
Because from the first one, it's been a while. I don't think I ever saw the first one, but what happened was Bruce Willis was I'm a superhero. So Glass went, well, if you're a superhero, then I'm the supervillain. That's the position we've put each other in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going forward.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I need to rewatch that movie.
Definitely don't know shit about what you guys are talking about.
No. Your favorite film?
he said
Going back to that.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction.
That's right. Hella good.
Like, my
Can't
next
go wrong
tattoo
with
is going to be a
Samuel
Pulp
Jackson,
Fiction
John
related
Travolta.
tattoo.
Oh, that'd be good. What would you get?
It's the Bible verse Samuel Jackson says where he kills motherfuckers.
Yes, Ezekiel.
Ezekiel 25:17. I wouldn't get the whole verse, just that.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably just get the beginning, the path of the righteous man. So then people will actually think I'm religious, but it's like, nah. Fuck that dumb shit.
I love this movie.
But thinking about like a live action, I think Boondock Saints. Quote the Boondock Saints.
The only quote I remember from the Boondock Saints was the second one. Who ordered the kick-ass fajitas?
What I remember
Kick-ass,
is the racist joke, quote unquote, from the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so long since I've seen the first one.
And then I remember him killing the cat.
Yeah.
He lifts up, plants his hand down, the gun goes off, he goes, I can't believe that just fucking happened. And then to clean it up, they just put like a piece of newspaper. You can still see the blood around it.
Honey,
it's just a piece of paper. I killed your cat, you dumb bitch. I can't go a block to get a smokes without running into 5 guys, you fuck. And then he walks out the door.
Oh my god. That movie takes it to a whole nother level at some points.
Actually, Half Baked is still a really good one to me. That's a really good one.
Yeah, I mean, we always do it.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Make sure you ask.
I feel like half the people we work with be like, "Oh, I'm going."
Make sure you ask for the Bob Marley extra crispy.
He feeds that horse so much food.
The horse is a diabetic.
We have an officer down.
You're under arrest, you cop killer. God damn that movie.
Oh my gosh. Wasn't the horse
No,
just...
man. Not Billy Bong Thornton. Not while he's away. Wesley Pipes, man. Yeah, man. Have you seen that guy stand up?
So he
it's
looks
really
like
good.
that his whole life.
Yeah.
He looks, and
his
he doesn't
daughters
smoke weed.
do. No, he does occasionally, but his daughters look the same way. And he talks about how he wanted to have like, you know how there's a lot of lullabies and things of that nature. He wanted like old 80 metal bands to do lullaby songs.
For those who don't know who we're talking about, is Jim Brewer.
Yeah.
Who the comedian we're talking about.
He also had a story of him
looks stoned all the
calling
time.
the cops of a bomb threat while he worked at Sears.
Oh, I've heard this.
But yeah, he's hella funny.
Also, how could we get the most fucking quotable movie of all time?
Oh my god.
The
Willie
first Fast
Nelson
and the
was in that film.
First Fast and the Furious movie.
I mean, we only quote one line.
Hold on, you only quote one line.
Nobody likes the tuna.
I will say a lot of shit from that movie.
That
Well,
movie
two.
is so good.
I ain't ever knock on nobody.
No. See, anytime, I don't know why I have this habit. Anytime I'm grabbing a beer for somebody, even if they're not Coronas, like you have any beer you like, as long as it's a Corona. Well, I have like 2 Heinekens in my hand.
The movie's so
That
good.
movie, the fucking quotes in that movie.
Hey,
Also, me
man.
and you quote the second one, even though I fucking hate that movie.
Ah, dude. Yeah, I love the quotes in the second one. They're
Fucking terrible.
Got any food in there? We hungry.
We hungry. Pockets ain't empty, cuz.
Yeah, we ain't hungry on no
I ain't
more
hungry
either.
no more.
It's, I love this button.
So funny
Check those Cedo, cuz.
when he's talking shit to the
I tried to do that
guy.
to Kyle when we're going to Reading. It didn't work.
Oh, dang it.
It was hella funny
Man, he
Like-
was in my face.
when they're
I'm
gonna do the
in your
drag
face.
race and Rome's talking hella shit, and then the guy in the Chevy's just wom 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 wom, and the guy.
He did the stare and try on you, huh?
American
Learn that
muscle,
from me.
baby.
You're welcome.
See, the first movie, why it's so quotable too, is in Ja Rule. Menage!
No!
Monica. It's hella funny.
Nigga, you didn't win.
Everyone's like, oh, which is rude because she goes, whether you win or lose, you're all mine. But if you win, you get her too. And he's like, okay. He's like, hey, baby, what's up?
But he was
you
also
ain't win?
He was like, fuck. No. Like, third was acceptable, but coming in last was like, nah.
Nah, fam. He ain't fast enough.
I'm trying to think of any other quotable movies. I remember watching the fucking... It's not very quotable, but still a good movie, the first Ninja Turtle movie.
Yes.
I remember the first time I watched it with one of my roommates in fucking Texas.
Which first Ninja Turtles movie are you talking about?
What do you mean, which first one?
Are you talking about the newer shitty ones or the old classics?
When I say first Ninja Turtle movie, what comes to your head? The first fucking movie that they made for the
All
Ninja
I'm
Turtles.
saying is there's different
Right?
people.
Turtles in a half shell, bruh.
Yeah, I get it. But some people are like, oh, the ones by Michael Bay? No, fuck you.
First of all, those don't exist. Those are just Transformers movies with turtles.
Those are just...
Hey,
yeah.
I can see them
Also, I
doing a
never watched those.
crossover. The
Anyway, I
Transformers.
was fucking saying before you try to question which first movie I was talking about.
Also,
Donnie, no.
I had a question because you said that movie was terrible. Excuse you.
I didn't say it was terrible.
I thought you said it was terrible.
No, I just said I don't think it's that quotable.
Oh.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of
super
quotes
quotable.
for that movie. Like if I quote it, it's like not a lot of people are gonna like know.
Hold on. No! Boom.
The Batman with the...
That's literally any movie where they're like, no.
Yeah. But it's in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when Master...
Turtles.
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 Turtle. When Master Splinter gets captured and Raphael's like, no!
Doesn't sound like that.
turtly enough for the turtle club.
Anyway, I was fucking trying to say it before I was interrupted. I watched it with my old roommate for the first time ever, and the fucking part where Casey Jones pops out of the tree makes him fucking die every time he sees it. Cause like he gets excited, he's like, is this dude just fucking sitting in the tree all fucking day, just waiting for some shit to go down? It's just like, Jesus Christ, dude, not that serious.
It's serious if you're sitting in a tree for like 3
Like,
hours before anything
he
happens.
pictures Casey Jones just in that tree forever, just watching people wait for
He's
shit
just
to
sitting
happen.
up there. He's got his little golf club
He's
bag.
got his
He's
hockey
cradling
mask
it,
on.
hockey
just
mask. He's
let's
like,
see what the fuck's going on here.
where the punk's at.
The funniest thing
Gotta
about
fight
that
some crime.
is parents got so upset that that movie was quote-unquote violent that in the next one, they never used their weapons.
No turtles were harmed
I
in the
don't
making
remember
of
the
this
second
film.
one.
Like, in the second one, they get captured in a junkyard, and they're in rope.
Mm-hmm.
And Leonardo has his swords in his back. Doesn't use them. Like, they all have their
Well, he's
sharp...
obviously restrained.
They have their sharp... Like, even Raphael. Raphael has his blades. Doesn't go, shink. Cuts it. He's just like, oh no, I'm trapped. I don't know what
I
to
used to know
do.
what those were called. I can't remember.
The Teenage Mutant Turtles are making little children want to use swords. Oh no.
Oh no.
Let's fight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Cardboard cutouts.
I had another quotable movie, but I can't. Deep Blue Sea. Deep Blue Sea, pretty fucking quotable.
I don't think I remember that movie.
I've had it with these motherfucking sharks and these motherfucking tanks.
Racist because there's a black guy in Deep Blue Sea. It's got to be Samuel L. Jackson.
I mean, it was Samuel L. Jackson.
Dude,
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
I don't remember that movie.
There were like 3-4 people from the Marvel Avengers movies in Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah. The guy who played the Punisher in
Yeah,
the
the guy
original
that played the Punisher.
film is the main character of that movie.
Samuel L. Jackson, Daddy Skarsgård. He's the scientist. And Thor.
That is what a trip. He's like young too.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. You don't even recognize him almost.
Yeah, I like the whole. What? They can swim backwards? They're not supposed to do that. or LL Cool J, you ate my bird, and then just throws the lighter and blows up the shark.
Mm-hmm.
Which
LL Cool J just
you would think would be a bad idea. You're in a building underwater, and you're like,
he's got a pretty
I'm
crazy
gonna blow it
scene
up.
though. Like he's got to break a hole. He's hiding inside the oven, and he's got to break a hole through
with an axe.
with an axe to the top oven, so he could climb into that while the shark is breaking into the lower one.
Speaking of fucking shark movie, have you guys seen the fucking previews for that new big ass shark movie?
Jason
Yes,
Statham.
and I'm excited.
I am
Yes.
pretty
You
excited.
like
for
all
that.
the dicks,
No.
and you like some of them.
I'm excited
Oh.
for it only because it's a movie you would see on sci-fi. It just has a good budget to make the shark look good.
This is like what
so bad.
Sharknado couldn't have been.
Yes, don't get me wrong. I'm not going for like Oscar-worthy performances. I'm going to
Yes,
go
you
watch
are.
Jason Statham fight a giant deceased shark.
And they call it Meg.
Like,
We didn't have enough money in the budget to give the rest of the letters.
I know what I'm going
Let's call it
into
Meg.
watching that movie. As long as I see people being eaten by a shark and Jason Statham kill it in the most over-the-top way possible, I'm a winner.
Oh,
It's on
Yeah.
like Donkey Kong.
No.
You know, it's like when I go watch the Fast and Furious movies. I know what I'm getting into when I go watch them.
Too fast, too furious.
Too
Movies are
fast
so
for
bad.
y'all. You can
Fast
think
and
that.
Furious and Tokyo Drift, great movies. Everything else sucks.
That's fine. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. Even though it can be wrong, which it is,
No,
but you're entitled to it.
I'm the only person that's right here.
I mean, duh, you're right there, stupid.
Exactly.
We're here in the moment. Quit thinking about the past.
You're thinking about the past.
No, I'm thinking about the current Fast and Furious movies. You're thinking about the ones way back when.
Those are also way back when.
You're like,
Stupid.
make Fast and Furious great again.
Yeah, because it's been great since Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift was so bad.
It's so
They got discount Paul Walker.
Discount Paul Walker.
And discount, they literally went, you know what's hella funny, I just realized. They've had, they stepped it up in the second movie because they went, Ja Rule, rapper. Let's get a better rapper, Ludacris. And they're like, fuck, we can't afford
Ludacris made
Ludacris.
it.
Who do we got?
Let's
Lil
just
Bow
make
Wow.
him have it.
And then the
Did
movie
Ludacris
started.
make a cameo in the second one though?
He's
He's in the second one.
Oh, that's right.
He's
Yeah,
like
he's just
Tez.
oh,
He's
He
the
runs
guy
the
that
garage.
owns the shop.
that's right. Oh man, I
He's
just
in the
totally
first 10
forgot
minutes.
all that part of the
'cause
movie
he likes
when
that
they're.
Asian girl.
That's
I mean,
right.
I think everyone liked that Asian girl at the time that movie came out. Like going back on it now, no one probably does.
No.
But at the time that movie came out, everyone was like, God damn.
It's like, what? Girl likes cars? Set me up.
Exactly. There's yeah, I totally forget that he's in the part with the jet skis in that part of the film. It's like
Yeah,
when they
they're
first
fucking
get
playing like
introduced.
poker and shit at the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the
Isn't
one.
Brian staying with him?
Yeah,
yeah.
He
Brian
lives in the garage, right?
Yeah, he's the one that lifts up. He's the one controlling what time the bridges go up, because he goes, "Oh yeah, y'all gonna love this," and they raise the bridge.
Oh, that part was so funny. You could totally tell that whatever the stunt car was doing when it went off that jump, that it crashed.
Yeah, I remember telling you the other day about the Bad Boys 2 movie. All the stunts, you can see the fucking stunt guy
It's all-
clearly.
He's a white
Like at
dude
the end
instead
of the
of Will
movie,
Smith.
where you clearly see that there's a camera on top of the car when they're going through all the.
Oh, that's right. I was watching that.
Yeah, when they're going through all the.
You see all the cameras on the car.
Village at the end of the movie, and it's Colombia, right?
Yeah, it's
When they break out Martin Lawrence's sister.
yeah, it's Colombia,
Oh, yeah. Or, I
And-
don't know if it's Colombia. I think it's.
Cuba,
Isn't it just like Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico, or Cuba.
Well, you might be
But-
right. It might be in Cuba.
Because they
Some shit like
get
that.
to
So, but yeah, they're going-
whatever
No, they're in Haiti.
Guatemala Bay, wherever
They're in Haiti.
Guantanamo. Really?
Well, Haiti or whatever.
Yeah,
I
it's
think all those
either
guys are
Haiti,
Haitian.
Haiti or Cuba. 'Cause-
Yeah, there's a scene where they're chasing after Gabrielle Union in the SUV, and Will Smith spins out.
Yeah.
And in the spin out, you can see it's a white dude. That ain't Will Smith.
That's just like
That's,
in.
I have found so many movie mistakes on my own,
There
which
was
is
Fast.
satisfying.
Fast 5, the one where they go to Rio. In the beginning, where Vin Diesel drives the car off the train, it lands face forward and it cuts right before it hits. But you can tell that car was done afterwards because it kind of crunches and then they cut. Mm-hmm. And you're like, that car would have made it off that jump.
That's the movie that pisses me off the most about that franchise.
Is that the number 5 is with
I'm
the
mad
safe?
I didn't see how them get any of those cars.
Oh
What
yeah, I
cars?
want to see
The cars in fucking when they're gonna rob the fucking police station or whatever.
with the safe.
They robbed the cop cars. They stole police cars.
No, remember
Yeah.
So they just keep showing up in their garage with new cars to test
Yeah.
out, but you don't see how they won all those cars. Fuck that movie.
Well,
I
that's
remember
the
they
thing
used to
about
go
the movies nowadays. They just go,
so in
their
depth.
budget gets more and more higher, so it becomes less about less custom cars and just off the line, just beast cars that have like NOS in it.
It used to be
No,
have
but, like-
so much more focus on like where they got them and where they.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be like racing for all these cars, like get the fastest one, and they go to races to get them. And you don't see any of the races; you just see them pulling in with a new car every time, trying it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I won
And
this
Wonder
off
Woman
this
looking all
one
sexy
dude.
in that movie. No
Do you
one
know
liked her
why?
at the time.
Because they
Where'd you
fast
get-
traveled.
Where'd you get this beast from? Nowhere. I dreamt it up.
Movie bothers me. I want to see them get cars. That's what I'm saying. I miss Race Wars.
Race Wars.
I mean, it was in the last one.
Oh, no one cares.
Yeah, pretty much no one
Race
cared
Wars
because
made a
Iggy
small
Azalea
cameo.
was there for whatever reason.
You're like, Letty, you're back. I don't know any of you.
Oh, that
And
would
then
bother
the
me
new-
too.
the
They brought
old-
fucking Michelle Rodriguez back from the dead.
That
Fuck
one-
you, let her die.
That one Mexican dude from the first one that had all the Honda Civics, the bald dude.
Hector?
Yeah, Hector shows up and he touches Letty, and Letty fucking clocks him.
Dude, Hector, like the amount of movies he's been in, just as like a side character.
No, you know what's funny is his side character in every fucking movie is named Hector. Oh my god! If you look up his IMDb, I don't know his name, but if you, I swear half of his fucking IMDb, they're all named Hector.
At least he's consistent.
I could see that.
I
Too.
hope his first name is Hector. Now that I think about it.
I would. That would make it even better because they're like, oh, let's just use your actual name and like make it easy.
But if it's not, it's also racist.
Oh, that's
Like
true.
you look like a Hector. It's like I fucking just played Finn Hector.
That's what
Oh,
you get
they're
for.
doing it again, buddy.
That's what you get for like some casting.
Because I also think his name's
crews,
Hector
like,
in fucking Training Day too.
Oh,
Was it?
Was he in there? Or okay, yeah. He's definitely. I've seen him like a couple times in that movie. I need to rewatch that.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it is. Did you see The Equalizer too? I heard it wasn't
No.
as good as the first one,
I didn't see
but
the
it was
first one.
pretty
My-
action packed.
My dad was telling me about it. My dad and my brother seen it the other day. And he told me, he's like, there's one part that's not going to ruin the movie. But he said at one part, Denzel shoots out the power grid to the fucking this city or whatever.
Oh my god!
And then right after he does that, he goes into whatever house he's doing something and he turns on the gas and starts using the electricity and shit.
Oh
It's like
my-
you just shut out the fucking power grid. What the fuck you doing?
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
but not that power grid.
Nothing but the gas grid ain't playing him. I actually had to use a lighter for the first time in a long time to light the stove this morning. I wanted to make coffee, so I boiled the water, and I had to light it with
She's
the
in a
lighter.
coffee pot.
I don't have a coffee pot. I just use...
Get a coffee pot.
The look
I
of
need to get a coffee
disgust
pot.
on Anthony's face right now.
Dude, I have like a
Priceless.
coffee machine, and I have a Keurig, but I don't have a coffee pot.
Well, yeah, I was
think
saying, why
my mom
that's
might
what I
have
meant.
taken
Like
them.
coffee pot. Why don't you just use those?
There's no power.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't have power for like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, stupid.
It was brutal.
Fuck off, Kyle.
But it was
Just because you don't remember
okay.
shit.
That was like an hour ago. He's mentioned that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still remembered because I care. Unlike some people. Anyways, Nick, continue.
Oh,
That's
there's,
why you're not
there's
invited to
nothing
Reno.
really more.
It's fine.
It's just
I don't
was,
go anyways.
it was
Yeah, you
actually
did.
the first time I burnt the coffee because like I poured the water straight into it instead of like
You still didn't use it like a filter.
yeah. No, I used a filter and then I put the filter in a strainer and carefully poured like the water into it, but the water was too hot, so it burned the grind up coffee for some reason.
Going back to the Stone Age.
It was all bad. But it
Did you fucking get sticks and rub them together to fucking start a fire too?
damn near. I actually want to do that to see how tedious it is, but I'm gonna make.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
I want to see like how long it takes to make a fire with just sticks and string, because there was a method that
It's real
I
quick if
learned.
you also have a lighter and light that bitch on fire.
Yeah, make it super fast. But what if your lighter's all wet? Just wait for it to dry.
Why would your lighter be wet?
And if your lighter's wet, you don't
got
need a
pushed in
fire.
you fell out of the plane. And you're in the water. That's why it's all wet.
Plus, I mean, wouldn't the wick still be okay because the wick's inside the lighter would it get wet? Like the outside would be, but would the inside
Well,
be?
the flint would be damp.
Nick thought this theory.
The flint would be damp.
He's just digging himself a bigger grave right now.
No, I've tried to light lighter right after putting it under like water.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't work.
I've fucking washed a lighter in my pocket and it still works.
Oh yeah, no, that
Get better lighters.
I know. I've pulled it out of like. I always worry that like all the ones that are in the pockets and you put them in the dryer. What if that shit explodes?
That'd be tight.
Just put a whole bunch of clothes you don't
I'm
want
just
in
trying to do some laundries and it just caught on fire. Hey, ain't no good. The laundry's too hot.
Did I guys ever tell you about VR porn?
Yeah,
it. Yeah, you were telling me about it.
it's kind of wild, eh?
That's weird.
Oh,
I don't know what made me think about it right now, but it's just weird.
this yeah, kind of spontaneous to have to look up VR.
It wasn't that hard.
No, I
This is
did
very
not have to
spontaneous.
look far. The
No.
interwebs.
Was it like one of the top categories?
It wasn't an app, but you can still like VR the web browser. So I just went to fucking Pornhub. I just not Googled, but searched VR in there. You on ground like a little beach.
And it's more comfortable.
It's more comfortable. More sleepy time. Nice.
But yeah, I'll bring the VR on Sunday.
The VR would be a good thing to experience. We could give everybody a solid review for the Samsung VR. See what kind of quality it is when it compares to. Actually,
Not gonna lie,
I would
it
have
would-
something to compare it to because I wore the HTC Vive, and I'm really happy that they lowered the price on that because I'm considering getting it. It would be really cool
What does
because
it come with? Is it just like the Oculus headset?
it comes with the headset, headphones. I think it's the headset and the headphones are built into one. 2 Joy-Cons to where it maps your hand movements, and then the sensor that goes up in the corner of the room that maps your full body movements. And they've done some pretty cool stuff with like
I've only seen
animation.
I've seen videos of people
We
use
could-
like the first version of the HTC Vive,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like falling over and fucking doing like hella confused.
People were
That's what
running
it's
into
like.
walls,
Make sure you're seated when
smacking
you're using this
stuff
fucking
over.
thing.
I want to be able to do animation with that. You take an animation program and have it map to your movement. Because I've seen people do that. Like, there's a 3D imagery scanner in the corner of the room, so I don't see how hard that could be once you get it all hooked up to the same program.
I think it'd be sick if one of you guys got sick right before we did the podcast,
What?
Why?
because it'd be hella funny for me.
Oh, no. I am...
I mean, no,
Very
because we
sickly
want to do the podcast.
We're going to have to get
Yeah, I would still do it.
Oh.
I'd be like, nah, I'm sick, I'm out.
Yeah, and then me and Nick would talk shit about you.
Good luck.
No.
Good luck.
We'd have to get our first guest star.
No, it'd be a fucking 2-man show talking about how much of a bitch Kyle is.
Oh, snap.
what else is
Gonna
new?
rag on him.
The only difference would be I'm not here.
Yeah, that
Kyle-
actually wouldn't
Kyle's
be as
so
fun.
sick.
See?
Quite literally.
I mean, that's not gonna stop us from doing it, but it wouldn't be as fun.
It's always better when they're in the room.
Yeah, it hurts more.
I can see your expression.
Action of it.
Would I call you a piece of shit in human flesh?
Oh, my God.
fucking waste of space?
What a stinky situation.
At least I'm not wasting as much space as you are. You big bone son of a bitch.
Dude, I'm not a big bone, I'm just fat.
Could you guys ever be bald?
Well, I have been.
You have been?
I mean, I've been shaved. I've had a shaved head. So.
Okay. I'm scared of whatever I would look like. I'm damn serious about
You would
that.
look like how you look right now, just with no hair.
And just call me cue ball for short.
Just wear hats. Best thing about it, no hat hair.
This is true. No hat hair and
Also,
then you got to worry about getting sunburnt, actually. That'd be a
Yeah.
whole new animal.
That's
Your head's...
You had to put sunscreen on your head.
No, I've
just
had my head
lather it
burnt.
up.
That shit hurts.
Ooh. And then you just kind of... Oh, God, I couldn't imagine, like, the peeling that has to do with that.
Maybe just like having like dandruff or dry scalp.
Nah,
Yeah.
because
I can't
your,
imagine it
your
being
hair
any different.
your hair's growing through it. So, like...
That,
what if
and
you
then the
just,
nice
like-
thing about having a shaved head is you don't have to wash your hair every day.
That's...
You can actually take a
You-
couple days.
You could use, like,
Well,
a
it's actually-
pin-size
it's actually
amount
not
of
healthy,
shampoo.
I heard, to wash your hair every day.
No,
It's
you
not
need the
healthy?
no, you need the oils and everything in your hair to like.
I don't wash my hair. I wash it like every other day.
Okay.
We can tell.
Come on, man.
Come inside. We will get the Neospot in.
But yeah, you're actually. They said it's not that healthy to wash your hair every single day. So
That's not good.
Dries out your hair and kills it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Dry it out hair and conditioner, like, helps with my hair. I used to use anti-dandruff stuff,
mm-hmm.
and then that actually made my hair dry. Even
Yeah, I
though
was
it's like
using like Head and Shoulders and shit, but then like, nah, you gotta use that tea tree shit. I
tea
use
tree
that.
is the
that
business.
it's like a green bottle.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, I use that shit
smells
too.
weird.
Yeah,
I don't like the way it
Without a
smells.
doubt.
it smells like mint, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Tea trees, they have this lemon sage one that actually thickens your hair. They have like 3 different kinds. They have the original tea tree, and then they got like the 2 other different ones that each one does like a different thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But I had the lemon sage because I was having problems with my hair thinning.
I think your dog's dying out there.
Yeah, they are.
It's all right.
My gosh darn dog's having a heart attack outside.
Worried about him.
It's got my Pomeranian's got chronic congestive heart disease,
Jesus.
and so
your fucking dog's been hitting
and
the
so he
pipe
takes
too hard.
antibiotics, and one antibiotic, one's an allergy medicine, and the other one releases the fluid that swells around his heart. That one makes him pee a lot, so you got to constantly put him outside. But it reduces how much he coughs and the restriction on his breathing. Because
Gotcha.
the biggest problem like little dogs face are collapsed tracheas, and if he had a collapsed trachea, that would be like he'd be laying there, and then you come back into the room, and then he's not like he'd go morbid, but he won't be breathing. And
Right.
but with that one more so like I feel like this one's going to be a little bit more violent because he's coughing, and if it's a cough-induced thing, then we're going to hear it when it happens. But he's freaking 14 years old now, and that's really old for
It's like
a small.
112 in dog years. I
Yeah.
don't know the math, but
Congratulations on making that joke.
thank you.
No problem.
Super old.
Hey, if Nick can make bad jokes, so can
Well, I figured that's why you did it, because Nick couldn't do it with his own line.
exactly.
Without a doubt.
I think that's a good stopping point, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a good afternoon or evening or
Got a
morning.
crib on the water, got LeBron up the block. Just saying.
Bye, everybody.
Nah.
Oh, I didn't even stop recording. Oops.